challenge starts, I am still really sick. I have some tea, and we're gonna pull some cards. So say hi if you're here. Usually these lives are only available to my members, but since the challenge starts tomorrow and it's the end of the month, I figured I would make it available to the public. And yeah, so if I start to lose my voice, it's because I am really sick. But I'm gonna do my best. So say hi if you're here. I'm gonna get these cards shuffled. But yeah, these live readings and live yoga are usually only available to people in my membership. But you know, we're starting our 30-day challenges tomorrow. Hi, Brianna. I'm releasing the challenge that the members got last year to the public. So last March was actually when I launched my membership here on YouTube. And we kicked it off with the March challenge. So it's been a whole year. It's crazy. So for everyone that is just joined my channel and is doing the current challenge, my members got that a whole year ago. So my members have a new challenge for this March. You guys, to the public, is getting the old challenge. Yeah, I feel like I'm just doing more on YouTube because YouTube is probably the only platform that really supports its creators. So yeah, how you guys doing? It's the end of February, y'all. On Saturday, we kind of wrapped up February with the tarot reading. Usually Saturdays are yoga, but again, I'm like really, really sick. So I figured we would do a reading instead of yoga. But this is our usual Tarot Tuesday. Usually Tuesdays are for tarot, Saturdays are for yoga. And how you guys doing? How did February treat you? We just entered Pisces season about a week ago, and I feel like everybody lost it. As a Pisces, I feel like I'm thriving, but everyone else is like losing their minds in Pisces season. But look at that. I just literally cut the deck, and it's literally the Nine of Pentacles and the Empress. Like these to me, like the Nine of Pentacles is the baby card to the Empress. I mean, you can look at the similarities here, right? Divine feminine, independent, luxury, wealthy, abundant, happy, healthy, moisturized, unbothered, staying in your lane energy. Like this is what we want, right? This is what we want. So that's nice to see. But yeah, February felt like unnaturally long, even though February is like the shortest month of the year. Who knows? And my Pisces Witch cup, I have it's called throat coat tea in here with some honey, because you know, I'm so sorry, Jess. Yeah, the ER sucks. I had to go to the ER for the first time as an adult last year, and it was very stressful for sure. I'm sorry you had to go through that. Yeah, there's definitely been chaos abound. I almost went to urgent care yesterday because I thought I was getting better, and then all of a sudden, like, I woke up feeling better, and then like midway through the day, my fever came back, and I felt like super terrible. And then today I feel better, but still sick. So I don't know what's going on. I've tested negative for COVID every single day. I think it's just a really aggressive flu or something. So who knows? And I think it maybe finally is on its way out. But we're starting our yoga challenges tomorrow. Again, whether you're a member or not, you're going to get a challenge. Members are getting a new shiny challenge. Non-members are getting yeah, I sound a little better. To me, I sound muffled because my ears are so full of fluid that I can't hear anything. But yeah, I'm definitely a little better today. But let's get right into it. What does March hold for us? March is going to be a fairly big month astrologically. So we have a full moon in Virgo coming up in about a week. And on the same day, or rather the same night, oh my goodness, the same night, we have Saturn going into Pisces. So if you're in your Saturn return right now, Saturn going into Pisces means Saturn is leaving Aquarius, so your Saturn return is going to end. Thank the Lord, because, oh my God, if you're around 30, you're probably in your Saturn return. And it sucks. So it's basically like a very elongated period of Mercury retrograde. And it's basically Saturn is the Lord of karma, right? The ruler of karma. And every 27 to 30 years, it goes back into the sign that you were born under, and you have basically like it's like a midlife crisis. I call it like the midlife crisis planet because it happens when you're around 30 and when you're around 60. And those are the two times where you have midlife crises because Saturn is just like making you reevaluate your whole life. So the good news is if your Saturn is in Aquarius, it is ending in about a week. I'm so excited. And then, like I said, it's the same day as the Virgo full moon. And then we also have a new moon and Ostara, the spring equinox, when I'm going to be in, Salem, in March. It's on Ostara's on May 20th. And then there's a new moon that's right on the cusp of Pisces and Aries, March 21st. So lots of stuff happening in March. It's going to be, and March is the last zodiac sign on the astrological wheel. So when Pisces season ends, Aries season begins. That's kind of like the astrological new year. And then March is kind of like your last month to get it together because April, guess what? We got retrogrades, we got Mercury retrograde, and we have eclipse season. So you better work. You better make it work in March because it's about to get a little crazy in April. So I already had two cards kind of fling themselves out of the deck. The Strength card and the Page of Swords. Strength card being the card of Leo. Page of Swords, air energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. You know, I think pages are messengers, right? Coming in pretty fast, coming in pretty hot. I feel like, and Swords is the suit of the intellect, of the mind. And with the Page of Swords and the Strength card, I feel like we're kind of finally getting it, if that makes sense. Like mentally, we're finally like, I understand why, like, Strength is the card of perseverance, mental and emotional strength over physical strength, taming the beast inside, really working on your internal self. Yeah, Brianna, it's almost over on the bright side. If the last 2 or 3 years have been absolute chaos and hell for you, that's why. And I think it's like this, you know, in the mind, it's like a light bulb moment, like an aha moment of like, oh damn, like, oh, okay, I see why I had to like persevere to get to this point. It's kind of starting to make sense as to why, you know, we kind of had to not go through it, but like we had to have that strength energy. We had to have that perseverance energy. I mean, you can kind of see here, even in the cards, like this page. Oh, you joined the membership. Welcome, friend. That's so cool. I didn't know it did like a little notification like that. Welcome. If you want to join, just hit that join button. Come join us. We do this every week. We do live tarot, live yoga, live new moon and full moon workshops. It's really fun. It's only $9.99. But you can see here that the Page of Swords is literally like looking back at like the Strength. I feel like this is us kind of looking back as, you know, the past few months have been, we're kind of looking back and like starting to like understand. I'm hearing like piece the puzzle pieces together, even though we know it was like really stressful and like we had to go through some stuff where we're kind of looking back at it and we're able, even though, you know, we might be mad or frustrated or whatever, it's like we're kind of able to look back and understand what is coming up for us in March. Okay. Don't you dare, Hanged Man. Don't think I don't see you. No more of this stuck energy. My brain is saying the sun. So I'm wondering if the sun will come out, but I don't know why that's the card that just flashed into my brain. Who's flying out here? Oh my God, this card has been stalking me, y'all. And it's crazy because like, if you know me, like if you have watched my readings before, I don't take reversals. That's just not my thing. Every single reading I did, like the zodiac readings that I did, the Five of Pentacles came out upside down. Like in the Pisces reading specifically, it came out 3 or 4 times, like very deliberately upside down. Like it was crazy. And it's here again, upside down. And I'm like, like I am so tired of seeing this card because the Five of Pentacles, like look at it right side up. It's 2 people out in the cold, injured, sick. There's this like church building behind them and they're like, I want to get in from out of the cold. I want to get in from out of the cold. And it coming out in reverse, literally like every single reading I have done means that we're coming in from out of the cold. Welcome, Abigail. Thank you so much. When's your birthday? Mine is March 16th. But with that, right, Ace of Cups, Seven of Pentacles, or Eight of Pentacles, actually. Ace of Cups and Eight of Pentacles. And I feel like this is like, honestly, kind of us deciding that we're like tired of being in the cold. We're like again, we kind of have had that realization of like, yeah, you know, been through it, but I understand kind of why. And now we're kind of like, oh, that's so cool. All the Pisces here. We're kind of like almost giving ourselves this cup, because the Eight of Pentacles is hard work. Hard work, hard work, hard work, hard work. That's it. And we're like, I'm tired of being this. I'm tired of being Five of Pentacles. I'm tired of being like out in the cold. So I'm going to work my butt off to give myself the healing I need, the money I need. At the bottom of the deck, I'm just looking, is the Ace of Pentacles. Look at that, 2 aces. We're like so tired of being out in the cold, you know. And when I say out in the cold, I mean like we're tired of being lonely. We're tired of being broke. We're tired of being sick. We're tired of being like all these things that the Five of Pentacles represents. But, you know, usually we kind of sit around and we wait for these aces. You can see it's like hands kind of coming out from the sky. We're usually kind of sitting there like waiting for it. And that's why we're kind of stuck. But now we're like, no, like I'm done, and I'm going to work to get myself out of the cold. I'm going to work to give myself that golden chalice. I'm going to work to give myself those pentacles, because like nobody wants to be a Five of Pentacles. Five of Pentacles is not fun. Five of Pentacles is definitely annoying. But it's just, if like literally go watch the Pisces reading I posted if you're a Pisces, and the Five of Pentacles came out flipped over literally 4 times. And again, I don't really read reverse cards, but the fact that that one had just kept making itself known like over and over again, I was like, bruh. I actually like the Judgment card. I feel like, you know, Judgment can be a reckoning, but it can also be a good kind of reckoning. Like basically Judgment is kind of based on your own actions, right? It's like the judgment being served. And if, you know, you're doing the things that you're supposed to, oh my God. Why did you have to jinx us? Why did you have to jinx us like that? However, it came out with the World. So congratulations, you passed the test. What was I literally just saying as we were shuffling? I was just saying that judgment depends on what you have done, what your actions have been. And Judgment Day is coming. Did you do what you were supposed to do, or did you not? Honestly, I mean, Saturn return. Saturn leaving Aquarius and entering Pisces. It's a completion of a cycle, and it's Judgment Day. The World is the last card in the major arcana. It is, so if you look at the major arcana as the Fool's journey, right? Starts with the Fool, ends with the World. This is the end of the Fool's journey. It's like the hero's journey in literature. This is the end. This is full circle completion. You did it. With Judgment, like, you did it. Why don't you like Judgment? I love Judgment, because to me it's like ascension. It's aligning with your highest self. If you did the things. This is gonna sound, I like to make nerdy references. This is giving, in Lord of the Rings, the Fellowship of the Ring, when Galadriel goes like super evil for that 1 second when like Frodo offers her the ring, and she's like, instead of a Dark Lord, you would have a queen, blah. And that scene used to freak me out when I was a kid. But she passed the test. That's what she says afterwards. Like, she was tempted by the ring, and then she's like, I passed the test. Now I get to go retire or whatever. Like, they get to go, the elves get to go on the boat to like wherever else. That's that kind of this energy, right? We passed the test. We were tempted. We were put through the ringer, obviously. But I feel like we passed the test and the cycle is ending. So you jinxed us with that Judgment card, but I like the Judgment card. I think it's the ending of a cycle, basically, with the World especially. Like, it's like, you know, Excuse me. Sorry, I'm still pretty sick, and talking kind of makes it worse. Yes, I have all the fluids today. I have tea. I have water. I'm trying to keep my throat moisturized because if I don't, I will cough all over the place. So, what else do we have happening in March? We already have Judgment in the World. Some pretty big players, some pretty major arcana. And that's why it's called major arcana, right? Those are the major life events. Minor arcana are like the like side players, right? Okay, I'm glad. I'm glad that my nerdy Lord of the Rings analogy made sense. I feel like I'm always making like either SpongeBob references or like nerd references or The Office references, and like, I don't know, that's how tarot makes sense to me. That's how most stuff makes sense to me. Because I watch so much of it. All right, are we gonna have to go for the good old fashioned because chaos mode? The High Priestess. The High Priestess. Trusting your intuition. Yeah, major arcana, definitely. We have 4 here now. Strength, Judgment, the World, and the High Priestess. Trusting your intuition. Trusting your intuition, tapping into... Remember when I was shuffling, we had the Empress and the Nine of Pentacles when I split the deck, right? Divine Feminine, doesn't matter any gender, but she is, you know, the feminine energy, soft, intuitive, trusting your intuition, trusting yourself, you know, being divinely guided, really tapping into the moon energy. Also a card of duality, right? She has the black and white pillars. Okay, I'm glad. She has the black and white pillars behind her, you know, and I put this next to the Judgment and the World card because I feel like the reason why we kind of passed the test is because we trusted our intuition. Also, I'm so sorry if every time I like sneeze, my nose just sounds like super clogged. It's because it is. I've reached the point where like all the gunk is coming out of my face, which is good, I guess. You know, we like to see drainage after being sick, but. All right, King of Wands just flew on out. Anybody else? Before I start pulling the old-fashioned way, want to make themselves known? One last chance, cards. Fine. I knew it. Dang it, I should have just... Fine. Okay, the King of Wands was the first card that flew out. He is the King of Fire, the King of going for it, the King of Passion. He gets shit done, boss mode. I really think of him and the King of Pentacles, I feel like are kind of the true babies to the Emperor. It's like, because the Emperor is ruled by Aries, right? It's kind of, you know, this is the King of Fire, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. You know, whereas the King of Pentacles is more like grounded and kind of sits back and relax. The King of Pentacles does the same thing because he knows it works, right? If we're looking at them as kind of like big bosses, the King of Pentacles is the boss that like he is wealthy and he is abundant because he sticks to the same things that he knows works. The King of Wands is like the innovator, the kind of does some crazy out of the box stuff. Like he is the king because he is passionate and fiery and creative. So there's a reader I really like to watch here on YouTube, Minnow Pond Tarot, and he always says like 80% of the time you should be doing what works, King of Pentacles, like stability energy. 20% of the time you should be doing something else, something different, something crazy, something passionate, something creative. I think that's what we need to do going forward. You know, the other 3 cards that came out are, and that's when, if you heard me go like, I knew it, Death, the Hierophant, and the 4 of Wands. Lots of cards, I mean, these 2 specifically are stability. 4 of Wands, you can see there's like a couple here celebrating. It's a card, can be, these are both actually cards of marriage. Excuse me. But the Four of Wands is about balance and stability. You see there's two wands here, there's two wands here. This is about a foundation, family, stability, home base, all that kind of good stuff. And with the Hierophant, you know, again, structure, stability, tradition, rules, regulation. Also, the Hierophant can be a master, right? He is a guide. He's usually like a spiritual guide or a teacher. But I think in this case, it's kind of like a graduation almost. I've heard the Hierophant described just a few times as kind of like a symbol of graduation. But that kind of stuck with me. And that's kind of been in my head lately of like, because I've been pulling the Hierophant a lot lately. Also a card of Taurus, but it's like we're kind of graduating. I feel like with the Death card, death is also graduation, right? It's death and rebirth. And with the Four of Wands, I feel like it's like we're kind of graduating. We're graduating kind of to the balance of stability and creativity. Like I said, with the King of Wands. The Four of Wands literally is kind of that because, yes, the wands are fire, right? Wands is the fire suit. But this is a card of balance in the fire suit of cards. So I feel like, you know, the Death card, obviously, it means something's dying, but something is also being reborn. Excuse me. Yeah. I mean, you know, I'll take it, you know. The Death card, I feel like scares people, but I rather enjoy the Death card. I think death is a great card. There's also the card of Scorpio. But people forget that it's not just death. It is also rebirth. There's another deck where it is actually listed, it like says like death and rebirth like on the card. Who's at the bottom of the deck? Yeah, Eight of Swords. Eight of Swords at the bottom of the deck. That's for all of y'all that are like, Natasha, you say that I did it, and you said that like I graduated and that I completed a cycle, but I'm not sure, like I still feel trapped. It's all up here, my friends. It's a self-imposed prison because you're probably not following your intuition. Literally the card that separates these like kind of three separate energies. So like this energy and this energy, the High Priestess is right in the middle. I'm so sorry. If I talk for like long periods of time, my throat says no. I'm doing my best, friends. Yeah, the Eight of Swords at the bottom of the deck. It's a self-imposed prison. If you feel like you're not there yet, you feel like you're not graduated, you feel like maybe Judgment Day came and you didn't feel ready to like move on to the next step, to graduate to the next level, it's because you're not trusting your intuition. Let's pull some oracle cards for clarity. What is happening for us in Pisces season in March? I'm glad, Kathleen. I feel like I can hear it in my voice that I'm like starting to lose my voice. It's fine. I'm telling you. X marks the spot. You know what X is. You're just kind of refusing to see it. You're not trusting your intuition. Your intuition is screaming at you that this is where you need to be. But you're like, no, maybe I don't think I can do it. I don't trust myself. I see it, right? You kind of see it on like the treasure map, but you're like, but look at all these obstacles before X, right? Look at all these obstacles. Look at all this stuff I have to get through. I don't trust that I'm going to be able to do that. It's also divine timing. This is at the bottom of the deck. Knock, knock, tick, tock. It's about the tickings of time and the rhythms of fate. And, you know, how sometimes it can kind of throw off our intuition, right? When we get like a maybe next time or a not right now from the universe. It comes down to divine timing sometimes. You know, February for me was a lot of like false starts, or like things that I thought were the thing and then it wasn't. That's kind of been the whole beginning of the year. But now I feel like X marks the spot, right? If you can trust your intuition, and according to these cards, we graduated. It will be the time, right? It will be the right time. It will be, you know, the time to find that X. I'm also feeling, I don't know, someone maybe needs to hear this or why it's coming in my brain, but like something, it feels like something's missing and you're going to kind of find it. Like it's going to be that X marks the spot moment. Like something is going to hit the spot of like what you need. Come on, cards. I'm not taking all of y'all. What else do we need to hear? March definitely is going to be spicy for sure. Good. I'm glad that it's resonating, my friends. I swear, the cards are just like, no more chaos mode. Maybe, you know, it's funny because, like, if you guys have been watching me for a long time, I don't usually pull cards like this. I've only been doing this recently in the past couple of months just to do something different. And now it hasn't been working as much. Like, the cards haven't really been flying as much. And I feel like the universe is like, okay, like, you had your fun. You had your chaos mode. Now go back to structure. Yeah. Exactly. That was me literally just like shuffling these cards, hoping something would come out. What was I just saying? You know, it's kind of time for us to let go of this, like, this energy, this quiet desperation of us kind of sitting by the phone and hoping that it rings, right? This, whatever this X was, this thing that we're like looking at the treasure map and we're like trying to get there, but we're like avoiding all these obstacles and avoiding the stuff that we don't want to do. Instead, like, again, if you're one of the ones that are, you're not sure that you graduated, or you feel like, you know, you didn't kind of do what you need to do, yeah, no more chaos. Stop just sitting by the phone waiting for it to ring. Why don't you call them? Why don't you pick up the phone and get what you want? Trust your intuition and take some action. No more chaos mode. No more sitting there and waiting. You do it. Like, you do it. The universe said yes. 11111. This card literally is like message from the universe. In the description book, it says, like, the universe is handing this to you on a silver platter. We all know the angel numbers have been like popping off lately. I saw 222 like 5 times today. I was at Trader Joe's and I got groceries and my total was 7222. A couple people bought my courses and the total was 8222. And then I was looking at one of my videos on TikTok is doing fairly well today. And it was at 222 saves. And I was like, what does it mean? 222 is the, yeah, 333 used to be the one. And also, it's on this card. 333 used to be my stalker number. But it's 222 now. But this card literally is like, stop ignoring the signs. Stop it. Bro. This card has also come out. If you've been watching these readings, this card has come out multiple times. Tag your it. Like, it is your time. It is your turn. The universe is trying to tell you that it is time. It's time to go find your ex. It's time to stop sitting there and being like, me. I don't know what's up with the 222. Jack is having one of his moments. If you hear him, he's just like, he likes to nest in his bed. So he's just being a menace right now. And the day breaks and the shadows flee away. Daybreak is coming. Daybreak is coming. You see the sun is coming out over this graveyard, this spooky, spooky place. You know, this spooky energy. We're coming out of it. Again, the sun is, I said the sun earlier. I thought the sun was going to come out, but this is very similar. Like, we're being put into the spotlight. The sun is kind of coming and getting put atop of you. Look, what have I been doing this whole time? Everybody take a drink. Not of alcohol, of water or tea. This has also been a stalker card. Aggressively hydrate. Take care of your physical body in March. And always. But, you know, a lot of the time when we're kind of going through it, our physical health is something that kind of takes a back seat. Exhibit A, I'm sick as hell. You know, I kind of push myself until I get sick because I have an autoimmune disease and chronic illness. So, you know, but take care of your physical body. Aggressively hydrate. Support yourself during this time. Yeah. I pulled a card and I got kind of scared, but now it makes more sense. This card is scary. Blood sacrifice. Take a drink every time Natasha makes some weird random nerdy reference or SpongeBob reference. Blood sacrifice, the high road, and the back rooms. We don't want to be in the back rooms anymore. The back rooms is what it feels like when you're just kind of like, it's dark, it's scary, right? It's kind of where the shadows are. It's where you are when you're sitting here in quiet desperation. It's where we don't want to be. It's where everything feels weird. We're in that liminal space of just like, it's not fun. The back rooms is not where we want to be. Where we want to be is on the high road. But the thing that's separating us from the back rooms, excuse me, you probably can, but I drink so much water and I haven't gotten it yet. So the thing that's separating us from the back rooms and the high road is blood sacrifice. It's giving up something that has to die, right? We already pulled the death card. It's something that needs to be gone. You know, sometimes it takes a curse to break a curse. Let's see. I'm just going to read the last little bit of this description in the card book. The universe accepts payment in blood. It's a form of fuel, but a peculiar one. Why can't I say that? Make sure every choice you make is one you can live with, because live with it you must. What do you need that requires blood, and can you live with it on your hands? Like, you have to choose what is worth it to you. Would you rather be on the high road, or would you rather be stuck in the back rooms? And some things that you have to do are sacrifices that have to be made. And also Spell It Out came out. I forgot that was the last one that came out. This one has also been one of our stalker cards. If you've been here for a while, you need to be very clear about your intentions and what you want. You need to literally spell it out. Because if you don't know what you want, I wonder if we're going to pull Enough is a Feast. Take a second drink if she does the Office reference. Yeah, exactly. I swear, these are all the cards that have literally been stalking us and me. Yeah. Yep. One more? You gonna be nice? Okay, fine. Maybe one more? Okay. I'm gonna stop pulling. I feel like I always just like keep pulling until I'm like, are you gonna be nice to me? Sparkle Sparkle Bitch is at the bottom of the deck. This has also been a stalker card. It's time to sparkle. But so the next card I pulled, which was, I was like, yeah, what did I say? What did I say? Maybe next time. I literally was just referencing this card when we felt like, you know, we didn't get to X. We felt like the timing was off. We felt like the universe was like, maybe next time. Like, not the, I'm gonna make a SpongeBob reference. Y'all better take a drink. It's the magic conch again. Being like, maybe someday. Maybe someday. Do you want this again? This is the back rooms. This is that stuff that we don't want. Do you want this again? No. Then something has to change. Something has to change. There has to be a blood sacrifice made. Something has to die so we could have our butterfly dreams. This card has come out in almost every reading and also has been stalking us. Do you want to still be the caterpillar or do you want to be the butterfly? For most of us, we're already in the cocoon phase. We're like stuck in the cocoon. That's why we've been stuck in that hanged man energy. But do you want to stay stuck? Do you want to go back to being a caterpillar, or do you want to go and follow your butterfly dreams? What's the difference? The blood sacrifice. I know the Gemini one was rough. I felt so bad for my poor Geminis. But a lot of my Gemini friends that I know have been going through it, so I was like, this makes sense. Dimensional shift. We want this. We want a dimensional shift. Am I right? We're tired of being in the back rooms. We're tired of being in like an alternate dimension where everything sucks. If you want this dimensional shift, you know what you have to do. You know what you have to do. Because if you don't, we got the warnings. Beware nostalgia and storm and fury. We've seen this card before. This is the Tower in this deck. If you go back to the old nostalgia, look at those toxic bins. If you go back to the old things that you're attached to because, oh, nostalgia, and oh my gosh, it used, no. The Tower is going to come. The storm and fury is going to come and take it away from you. So would you not rather make the sacrifice now than continue to run back to these old things that are not good for you anymore and continue to stay in the back rooms and continue to just like have things pass you by and to continue to not pass judgment and continue to just sit here in quiet desperation? Or would you rather move forward? I've already made one Lord of the Rings reference. This one is not of my doing, but the card says there and back again. Right? It's a journey. Let's see. What does this say in the description book? We must venture forward. We must answer the call. We must be bold and brave. We must leave all we've known behind and make our own way. We must slay the dragon, capture the gold, and reach the mountaintop. And then we must go home where our treasure has been all along. You gotta go on the journey, my friends. If you haven't done it already, you need to go do it. You need to go do it. Thank you so much, Jack. He just brought me his little toy. Oh my goodness. I mean, there's nothing really much else I can say. I feel like it's pretty straightforward. I pulled a lot of cards to try to be like, meh, but no. She said what she said. You gotta go do it. You gotta go on the journey. Stop holding yourself back. Stop going back to those old things that don't serve you. Stop choosing. And that's the thing, right? It's like when we're kind of stuck in the back rooms. We're like, why am I stuck here? Like, why am I just sitting here like looking at the phone? It's because you are putting yourself there. Like, you have to take the action to get out. The universe responds to radical action. Everyone thinks that manifestation is just like, if you just sit here and believe, it's going to happen. That's not how it works. First of all, lots of manifestation and law of attraction stuff is like super toxic positivity and like, blech, very privileged. But, I still believe in magic and I still believe in the law of attraction. You have to take action. You can't just sit there and sit there and sit there and sit there and wait that the universe is going to call you and be like, congratulations, you won $10 billion. That's not how it works. Sometimes. But for the most part, not. For the most part, 99.9% of the time, you have to take the action. And sometimes it doesn't work out, right? Sometimes the universe is like, maybe next time, because maybe it was a lesson. But I really feel like, especially if your Saturn return is ending, like, you're going to step into that new cycle. This is the end of a 30-year cycle with Saturn, like, leaving Aquarius and going into Pisces. It's been 30 years. Yeah, trust your intuition. Your intuition knows what's up. Like, if we just trusted our intuition the whole time, we wouldn't be in the back rooms, right? But, you know, hindsight is 2020. We've learned our lessons, hopefully. And, you know, I don't know about you, but I want those butterfly dreams. I want those butterfly dreams to come true. So that's all I have for you, my lovelies. How are we feeling? How are we doing? And I feel like we didn't really get dragged. I feel like we just, you know, I feel like we passed the test. I think that March is going to bring good things. I'm excited for March. I'm going to Salem. In my birthday. It's kind of scary that I'm going to be 31 because I definitely don't feel 31. But, you know, things are changing. I definitely feel a huge shift in my life. I feel things are changing. Literally today, I was like, you know, I could just, I got an email from Carvana, which is where I bought my car through last year, a year ago. And they sent me, because it was my 30th birthday present to myself, it was my dream car. And they sent me an email today, and they're like, we'll buy your car back for a lot of money. So much money that it would pay off my entire car loan, and then I would have another $4,000 extra. And if you know me, you know I love that car more than I love my life. But I've been thinking about, like, selling everything and putting everything else in a storage unit and getting, like, a bus, like an RV or, you know, one of those tiny homes. Live on the road for a year, save a bunch of money, travel, do retreats, not have to pay rent, save a ton of money, and save up to buy a house, maybe, but I don't know. We'll see what happens. Well, it was just weird. I was like, that's, you know, could I give up the one thing that I love most in this world? Maybe that's the blood sacrifice, right? I worked for that car for so long. There's a picture of me. I just shared it in my group coaching program in our like messenger thread. If you don't know, I've always been obsessed with Mustangs since I was a kid. And there's a picture of me at 17 or 18 that I had found my dream Mustang in a parking lot, and I took a picture with it. My mom was like, Mom, take a picture of me with this car. She took a picture of me. So there's a picture of 18-year-old Natasha in the parking lot with this Mustang, some random person's Mustang. And now that car is in my garage, right? The brand new 55th anniversary Mustang, you know, is in my in my garage right now. And that was like my one thing, right? Like that was like, you know, I think about that scene in Mulan where she puts like the carrot on the dog so he like runs around and like spreads like the chicken seed or whatever. That's how I felt this whole time. Like my dream car was like the thing that I was dangling in front of myself to like run like on a hamster wheel of life. And now I got it. I've had it for a year, and now I'm like, okay. I mean, I love it. I don't want to get rid of it, but maybe because I could always buy another one, right? You know, I could live on the road for a little bit, travel, do all my retreats and stuff. I don't know. My lease is up in August, so I have some time to think about it, but who knows, friends? Who knows? I am trusting that the universe will show me what my next adventure is. So, yeah. I mean, the Mustang definitely was a big butterfly of mine, but I would keep it but I have to, like, I can't drive two things at once, right? If I bought an RV or like a bus, one of those like bus homes, I couldn't drive my Mustang also. So, but I also wouldn't want to go on the road by myself. I think that's, you know, not the safest as a single woman, but I know my best friend's kind of down for it, so I don't know. Yeah, I guess I could tow the car behind it. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I am not opposed to it. I'm also fine with just staying here. I like this place. I can continue to afford this place. It's just, I don't know. We'll see. Maybe it's like it's the midlife crisis, okay? Like I said, Saturn returned, midlife crisis. It's almost over, so I don't know. I love that car. Maybe I'll just get in the car No, I can't live in my car. I could, no. I'm like trying to think about how it could work. I could just like live in Airbnbs. That would be fun. Live on the road. Do like an Airbnb every month. That would be funsies. I don't know if my dogs would be down for that. I think if I am going to be on the road or do something like that, it would be after my dog Fozzie passes away, because I don't think he could handle it. He's 14 and he's pretty old, so I don't think he'd be able to handle the chaos. But maybe once he passes, that's something I can look into. I don't know. I just feel very at the precipice of like endless possibilities, and I'm like, what now, universe? What do you want me to do? I've done all the things. I've done it. Where do I go now? So we'll see what happens. Yeah, maybe. I just feel like that's so much work. I want a simple life. I'm tired of the chaos. Like I said, when I was shuffling, the universe was like, no more chaos. I'm tired of the chaos. I just want like simple, chill. I want to live on a commune and like, you know. Who's in? Plot of land? Plot of land, we all go live on it, you know? Have gardens and stuff. That'll be fun. All right, my friends. I'm actually going to be in North Carolina in March. So I'm going to the Everyday Magic, who is the creator of these wonderful decks. Their birthday party is in Durham, North Carolina. And I will be there. I think there's... No, I don't think there's tickets available anymore. I'm sorry, I don't think there is. But I will be teaching a yoga class there at the party. Yeah, I mean, my ideal situation would be all women, or the she's, gays, and theys. Preferably not children, but, you know, we could make it work. We can make it work. Yeah. I don't know. I'm like, plots of land in New Mexico are really, really, really cheap. That's where I'm from. I'm like, I could just buy a plot of land in the desert and just go and live there. And, but we'll see what happens, my friends. We shall see. So, yes, she's, gays, and theys definitely welcome at my commune. Spouses are fine. I mean, there are, look, there's some cis het men that are great. But, for children, of course, welcome. Yeah, I think that's all, friends. So, it's the end of February, beginning of March. Don't forget to blow some cinnamon in your door. Yes, I'm from New Mexico. I was born in Rio Rancho, lived there for almost 20 years, 19 years, and then moved to Chicago. And then after Chicago, I came to Las Vegas. Yeah, I miss New Mexico. That's also a thing. Okay, that I will accept that. I've been thinking about maybe moving back home to New Mexico, but we'll see. Yes, blow cinnamon in through your door. Cinnamon is for abundance and financial, you know, wealth and all that good stuff. So you can literally go get cinnamon out of your shelf, sprinkle some in your hand, open your door, blow it in, say some affirmations. If there's something specific that you are inviting in for the month of March, say it. Make sure your little pups aren't around, because I do believe cinnamon is toxic to them. But it's the first of the month. That's what you always should do on the first of the month. That's what I always do on the first of the month. Blow some cinnamon in through your door. Yes. And we want the abundance in our house. Yes. What else? Set your intentions tomorrow. It's the first of the month. Again, yoga challenges starting tomorrow. The first public challenge class is already out. The classes will be dropping every day. For my members, you already got your whole challenge. All 30 classes are already there. Yes, you can put your cinnamon stick. You can do a lot of stuff with cinnamon. Cinnamon is, you can make a money bowl if you want. Put some cinnamon sticks in there. Sprinkle some cinnamon in there. But I feel like blowing it in through the door is just kind of like, is easy, you know? Yeah. What else? Ostara is coming. Spring equinox. Again, fresh starts, new beginnings. We love to see it. Full moon in Virgo. Saturn is leaving Aquarius. Saturn return is ending. So I'm very, very happy about that. Yeah. I think that's it. My fridge is making weird noises for some reason. It's fine. Awesome. Yeah, I'm too sick and tired to do anything more energy, so I'm just gonna blow some cinnamon in through my door and call it a day. Yeah. Hopefully, my sickness will be gone soon. That will be nice. I definitely feel I'm getting better. It's just like, like the last little crunchy bits of a cold where you just feel, you get very like tired, like very quickly, like you do like one thing. I went to the store today and I was like, ugh. Yeah, I'm probably gonna go to bed. I did finally, cause like I wasn't really able to sleep because I was coughing so much. Mucinex DM, that stops the cough, I have discovered. So I've been able to stop my coughing and get some sleep. Other than that, it's just like in my ears and in my throat and in my nose. Still haven't had COVID though. Somehow made it through this whole pandemic without getting COVID. I got everything else though. Yeah, I mean, I wear my mask everywhere, so I think the reason why I got sick is because I did go to the horror convention without a mask on because I had crazy makeup and prosthetic teeth and all the craziness if you saw on my Instagram or my TikTok. So I think that's why I got sick. Yeah, you can do the cinnamon thing tonight if you want. Last day of the month. Thank you guys so much. I'm getting better. I feel better today, definitely. Yesterday was hit or miss, but today I feel better. So hopefully tomorrow, even better. Yeah. As soon as people stopped wearing their masks, I got sick. I've been sick every month. And every month it's something else. It's like the flu or RSV or there's something else going on. I got a sinus infection. I was like, what? So, very random things. There's like a stomach bug. I got like a stomach thing a couple weeks ago. But whatever. All right, friends. I hope you have a wonderful night. So we have the challenge starting tomorrow or today if you're in a different time zone. Live yoga Saturday at 10 a.m. So if you're new to the membership, and by the way, this is the last public live for a while. So if you want to continue these lives, hit the join button. Come join us in the membership. Live tarot on Tuesdays, always 6 p.m. PST. Live yoga on Saturdays, 10 a.m. PST. And then live new moon and full moon workshops. And then you guys get all the new stuff. You get the new challenges. In the membership already, there is 3 yoga challenges. 3 full yoga challenges. And a tarot challenge. If you want to learn tarot, they're already pre-recorded there. Like, you literally, if you sign up for the membership, you get access to like 100 plus videos. So I'm just saying. And then all the lives also. And a Discord chat. So, and it's only $9.99. But I believe if you get it through the Apple App Store, it like, Apple adds a fee, which is dumb. So sign up from your laptop. Pro tip. This is the last day. My courses are on sale also. My courses are half off until tomorrow. So if you've ever wanted any of my courses, I have Crystal Magic Yoga, Moon Magic Yoga, Chakra Magic, Daily Yoga. My 16 class package will take you all the way up to inversions. I have Self-Love Yoga. I'm forgetting some because there's so many. But those, today is the last day. Those are on sale for half off. Retreats. My Joshua Tree retreat is still available. I have 3 spots left. That's in summer. I have my Ireland retreat, and that is in August. And I'm going to Salem in March, but that one is sold out. So if you want to come do some witchcraft in person with me, you are welcome. All right, friends, I'll stop ranting at you and go get some rest because I can feel myself fading. So I hope you guys have a wonderful night. I hope you enjoy the yoga challenge. And yes, Ireland will be amazing. I will see you lovelies soon. Have a wonderful night, everybody.